Good morning, everybody. It's a morning over here. It's sunshiny, but of course it's going to be expecting some rains later by the looks of the clouds in the sky. It's sunshiny, but it's gloomy at the same time. So I'm heading to my former primary school before I head on to my first appointment of the day. And here it is. I don't think this is going to be a long video, because I would like to show to you guys, or maybe I want to look for myself about my previous primary school, but I don't think I'm allowed to go in and film without any permissions from the authorities. So I guess I'm just going to drive around. Here it is on the left, Sekolah Temanggung Abdul Rahman 1 Star 1. Wow, it has changed a lot. So let's just look what we can see. So this is the old field. I can barely remember how it was when I was like 7 years old, when I started my primary one over here in this school. It was 1979, and as I remember, on this left, on this field, there was my classroom when I was like during my primary 5 and 6, and there was also a classroom for the students with special need, like what do you call it, hearing impaired students. I have a few friends, but you know, it's kind of there's a barricade of communication when I try to communicate with them, because I do not know how to use the sign language, but all they know is sign language. So some general actions like eat or play, you know, we play marbles together. That's all we communicate of, that we are able to communicate. And there are some multi-stories building on the left here. It used to be only a single story building back then. So let's just drive slowly to see whether okay, you can see here the Dewan Gymnastic Artistic. Okay, the first ever gymnastic hall in JB, Olympic standard. Well, basically that is all that I can say about it. And on right next to it is the Star 2, Sekolah Temanggung Abdul Rahman 2. The same name but different school, different administration by itself. That's it. The shortest vlog ever, but maybe I will combine this video with another video later on. Let's see how it goes, or it might not be even published on YouTube because it was too short. Anyway, I'm going to make a U-turn, and this is the Temanggung Ibrahim Girls School. Sultan Ibrahim Girls School on the left. Very premier, one of the premier schools in Johor Bahru, much established too. And the difference between this school and mine is that they are combined with both of their primary and secondary schools in the same vicinity. And this is the girls boarding school. I'm going to turn in here. Oops, it's a one-way street. Sorry. I'm going to get some breakfast or maybe some brunch, but I haven't been here before, so let's see what I can find. These are some old buildings that used to be some government quarters. Surprisingly, every time I pass by areas like this, it brings me back to, oh, look at the house on the right. It looks like Disneyland, man. Okay. As I was saying, every time I pass by areas like this, suburban they call it, it brings me back to the time when I was like 7 or 8 years old before, because these buildings has been preserved, whether purposely or coincidentally. But anyway, they are good buildings. They last long because, as you know, the quality of things and buildings back then. Oh wow, look at this, the quarters. It's open. Is it open? But I'm gonna go in there, but how do I park? Looks like a nice cafe. The only problem is, where do I park? Okay, I've ended up at the end of the road that I was almost mistakenly going in, because it's a one-way street. So I'm gonna turn back and find a proper parking place before I go to the Kuarters Cafe. This might be a very interesting vlog at all. Okay guys, I'm going to find a proper parking spot and I'll be back with you in a moment. I'm back. So I was parking my car at the side of the road, and then I was messaging to the owner of this place, asking to where can I park? Can I park inside? Because the gate was not fully open just now, and before I knew it, a lady just came out from the cafe itself and opened up the gates. And so I quickly erased my message before they are able to read it, because they want to be such an air hole. So I think this is a good place to park. Okay, I'm within the parking lines, and I have like another 50 minutes to... What can I do now? I have another 50 minutes to burn. Wait a minute, 11. My next appointment is at lunchtime. It's a lunch appointment. This is confusing. If I get something to eat now, and then later during the lunch appointment I can't eat a lot, and that would be embarrassing. And I mean, what do I say to the guest that is going to join me? It's going to be awkward for him, because if I eat just a little bit, then he will be embarrassed to order a big portion, or what is I'm expecting him to have. I guess today I have to really stuff myself with food. Confusing. By the way, while I'm thinking, maybe you can just look at this building over here. This is an old building, the one with the brownish orange roof. is the main building, the original building that I think from the looks of it, this place was like since 1970s. And then the building with the black walls, the square ones that is attached to it, is the new wing of it all. They built an extension of the building. Now what do I do? Maybe what I can do is I just go inside and just pretend that I'm doing something. Well, I have something to do. I have to check the CCTVs on my customer side with my laptop. Oh, let's see whether they have Wi-Fi. That's a good idea. While enjoying a cup of coffee, because before I'm going to invite another guest. Yes, that's a good idea. So that will give me a good reason to be there enjoying a cup of coffee for almost an hour. And I do know somebody that works nearby. Invite him to come, and when he comes, I'm gonna get a light breakfast, and then after that I'm gonna have brunch. I'm talking a lot, and this is not good for you guys. It's pretty boring, so let's just go inside, okay, and have a cup of coffee. I'll be back. I do hope that I'm not interfering with their because I'm here too early. I don't want to make them feel awkward, but I hope they have a cup of coffee for me, because as they say, they are open at 10. So, oh, that's a welcoming cat. Nice cat there. If I open the door, will he come in or will she goes in? Let's see. So it's open now. You want to go in? Are you allowed to go in? Oh. Si tak apa Oh, tak apa, dia masuk. Oh, dia mak. Okey, okey. Dia nak masuk tadi. Macam manja. Cantik bulu dia. Tengah tunggu tetamu. Saya minum dulu boleh?
Boleh.
Okey.
Duduk dalam sejuk sikit.
Okey, okey. Terima kasih. Kuarters. Okey. Tadi.
Berapa orang?
2 je.
Kalau nak minum sikit je.
Okey. Terima kasih ya. Okey. Sini ada wifi ke, Cik?
Ada.
Ada. Passwordnya apa?
238.
Oh, terima kasih. Getting that ready. I'm alone right now in this new wing of the building, as I've mentioned just now. So it echoed a bit over here because I'm alone. There's the good part of it is I can talk properly. If there is somebody else over here, I don't want to intrude them. So first thing first, to be what do you call it? To be proper mannered, you scan the QR code over there and order a cup of cappuccino before my guest came. And they have Wi-Fi, and I know the password now. So I'm going to enjoy my cappuccino while checking the CCTVs on my customer side. I'm going to do the ordering first. Well, the Wi-Fi doesn't seem to be working, but maybe they have to restart their router. But it's okay, I have my own internet connection. Just want to share with you how is it going over here. We have the logo over there, the Kuarters Cafe. Kuarters means the designated house for a government officer. Used to be a single building like this, but nowadays they build high multi-story buildings for them to live in, and nice drawings. They have air conditioners, and I'm sure at night this will be a very cozy place to chill in, and probably also
from the looks of it, you can hold a private party or event inside here, a very small one. Finally, I got the Wi-Fi on. Actually, the password that they gave me was incorrect. They're missing a number, two numbers actually. So, okay, here comes my cappuccino. Here comes my cappuccino. So, yes, normal decoration up there. A dot of foam in the middle, a white foam, and some sprinkles of chocolate powder. So it's hot, like Planet Duck approved. So let's have a taste of it. Strong taste of coffee with a right amount of milk and foam. For 10 ringgit it's a bargain, and it's served in a very nice ceramic cup. It's thick. The walls are thick so that it stays hot and warm for longer. Okay. I've just called up my guest. He's coming because it's a Thursday and all of these government staffs, they are working, some sort of like a dress down day, so everybody's working leisurely, so he can come up for a while because he's an officer, a high rank officer, so he can goes out and goes in whenever he wants, as well as long as his job, his work is done, so he can come. He's coming. So I'm going to enjoy my cappuccino first and do my work over here on the laptops. And when he comes, I'm going to, don't know whether I'm going to switch you on. I will, but I'm not going to feature him on the video because that will be not private for him. Okay, I'll see you in a while.
So that was my experience here at the Kuarters Cafe. So as a summary, cappuccino, fish and chips, 100 plus for me to wash it everything down, spaghetti aglio olio salmon, ice blended yam, and a cappuccino, all totals up to 82 and 40 cents, which is very reasonable considering the quality of the food and this luxurious spacious place where you can park your car, and the environment, the ambience of the cafe, highly recommended. And although the fish and chips is a bit too salty, on the salty side, so I did give them a little comment that it is salty. So they said that they're going to do something about it. Probably that because nowadays recently I've been more conscious on the salt intake, because my blood pressure is going up, so I have to be careful. So maybe that's the reason why I felt that that was too salty. Before this, I was very good. I'm a fan of salty things like chips and everything, so I think that is kind of personal issue for me. But I think it is too salty even for somebody else. So I hope that from my comment, they will do something about it, improve on things. And but the rest of it, I think, sorry Alan Silver Fox, I think this is the best fish and chips I've ever tasted. More than Manzanitas, because in Manzanitas the battered probably is favoring to you, but you should come here. I will bring you to come here to taste the fish and chips for yourself. So for that, I'm going to see you again in the next video. Until then, take care.